Alto. I'm Alex Ross, along with MC Sports, bringing you tonight's game between the Palo Alto Vikings girls basketball team and the Gunn Titans girls basketball team here from the Gunn Gym. Following that game will be a game between the Gunn Titans boys team and the Santa Clara Bruins boys team. As you can see right now, this is currently a junior varsity game. I'll be bringing you the main feature tonight, the girls game, in just a little bit. In the meantime, I'll read the starting lineup so that we can be expecting tonight from these two teams. For Palo Alto, there's number 1, Carly Leong. The freshman guard at 5'8", who's certainly been a big part of their 12-0 league record this season. Also up there coming off the bench often is number 12, Skylar Burris, a sophomore at 5'10". Then another bench player, number 21, Julie Chandler, sophomore guard, 5'7". And then another starter, point guard, number 22, Maddie Atwater, a junior, 5'6". Atwater, a huge part of this Palo Alto team's free throw game, which they are one of the best in the Deonza League at, and has helped them to achieve their current overall record of 22-2 and their league record of 12-0. At number 23, there's Coco Lovely, the junior forward at 5'10". And then there's the arguable star of this team, number 24, Alexis Harris, the junior at 6'3", who has played incredible defense this season and also hasn't been bad from inside the arc. Although we haven't seen a whole lot of threes from her, as we have seen with some of her teammates. Number 25, Lauren Koyama, the sophomore at 5'7". 31, Sophie Frick, who we haven't seen a whole lot of this season for Pally. She is a freshman at 5'7". And number 34, Maya Lathy. Lathy was a big part of one of the Vikings' last efforts, in which they took on Wilcox. She is 5'9" and a sophomore. And finally, rounding out the list is number 35, Nora Daney, a sophomore at 5'10", who we also haven't seen a whole lot of this season. Once again, I'm Alex Ross, along here with MC Sports, and what you currently see is a junior varsity game between the Gunn Titans boys team and the Santa Clara Bruins boys team. I'll be bringing you the Gunn roster in just a few moments. We please ask that you stay with us.
Alex, we are live talking. You can talk now.
And for the Gunn team, their roster consists of number 0, Sherry Zhu, a junior. Number 3, Chloe Gong, a freshman. Number 11, Paige Ogawa, a senior. Number 15, Tiaza Jackson, a sophomore. Number 20, Georgia Hake, another sophomore. Number 23, Sylvia Iluse, another sophomore. And number 30, Rhea Anthony, once again, a senior. And number 31, Sabrina Dolan, a freshman. Number 33, Archer Olson, a sophomore. 34, Megan Mahoney, a senior, and Olivia Tapia, another senior. This is certainly a Gunn roster, which is very young and looks to get better in the coming years, although they haven't had quite the best season so far, as with a 7-12 overall record and a 4-8 league record. They certainly trail the Palo Alto girls team with a 22-2 overall record, a league record of 12-0, and led by Coach Scott Peters. Both of these teams are part of the De Anza League, with Palo Alto topping off the standings with a 12-0 league record, closely followed by Los Gatos with a 7-4 league record, Saratoga with a 4-7 league record, Gunn, who you will be with a 2-9 league record, and Wilcox with a 1-9 league record. Some other games going on around the De Anza League tonight. There's going to Mountain View is going to be taking on Los Gatos at 6:15, as well as Los Altos will be taking on Wilcox, who were both beaten by Palo Alto in weeks past. That's sure to be a good one. Also at 6:15, that one taking place at Wilcox down in Santa Clara. Some De Anza League stat leaders from this season are leading the way in points per game is Meg Enthoven, who put forth an admirable effort in the Los Altos game against Palo Alto, even though they could not quite top them. Following her is Lauren Koyama, the Pali star. 3, Alexis Harris, another Pali player, averaging 8.5, Koyama 10.5, Enthoven 11.3, followed by Coco Lovely at 8.0, yet another Pali star, and number 5, Skylar Burris at 7.6. Leading the way in rebounds per game is once again Meg Enthoven at 9.1, closely followed by the aforementioned Alexis Harris at 5.9. Number 3, Rachel Glein, 5.7. Number 4, Rebecca Andrews at 5.4. And rounding out the list, Audrey Jones at 5.0. Certainly as we look through the stat leaders in the De Anza League, you certainly will notice a lot of Palo Alto and Los Altos names.
So why don't you say that this is the JV, that it's just the JV is wrapping up and we'll be back?
Once again, for those of you just joining us, this is the junior varsity game between the Gunn Titans and the Santa Clara Bruins. We'll be bringing you the main events, I should say, just after this, which will be the Gunn Titans girls team taking on the Palo Alto Vikings girls team. And following that, the Gunn Titans boys team taking on the Santa Clara Bruins boys team. Leading the De Anza League in assists per game is Maddie Atwater of Palo Alto with 3 assists a game. Closely following her, once again, another Pali player, Lauren Koyama with 1.5 points a game. Just behind her is Katie Monroe with also with 1.5 points per game. And rounding out this one is Allegra Maiso, yet another Los Altos player at 1.4. Leading the way in steals per game, we once again see a list filled with Palo Alto and Los Altos names. Number 1, Rebecca Andrews with 2.1, followed by Maddie Atwater with 1.6, Alexis Harris with 1.3, Allegra Maiso with 1.3, and Skylar Burris also with 1.3. And finally, blocks per game. Leading the way is Alexis Harris of Pali again with 1.9 average blocks per game, followed by Meg Enthoven with 0.7, Rachel Glein with 0.4, Rebecca Andrews with 0.4, and Skylar Burris with 0.3. And to take a look at the Gunn Titans schedule up to this point, they opened up the season on December 2nd against Cappuccino, a game which they won 65-40. Since then, they've had quite a few losses. They've been a rather streaky team this year. Their longest losing streak consisting of 5 games in a row, and their longest win streak this year consisting of 2 games in a row. So this has certainly been a rather streaky team. A lot of 2-game win streaks thrown in there, along with some big losing streaks, which is led Gunn to have a 7-12 overall record at this point in the year. In Gunn's last game, they defeated the aforementioned Los Altos with a 46-38 win. And we can certainly expect a good game tonight, as these two teams are rivals, and you can always expect some exciting things out of them. This one going to be played at Gunn. Palo Alto came away with a win last time at home. We'll see if things will be different for the Titans today as they look to upend the Vikings, who last Friday clinched the De Anza League and have not yet lost a game. We'll see if they play just as hard as they have been or if they will let up a little bit. But regardless, one thing is certain: this team has a lot of talent and will be difficult to overcome in any circumstance. Even the bench players on this team are leading the De Anza League. It's really quite incredible. When you look at the stats, you can definitely see how them and Los Altos have a lot of talent. Although, surprisingly, Los Altos is only 2-9 in league. Gunn, as we mentioned, is 4-8. That's a 33% win percentage. And they are coming into this one on a streak of 1 win. That win came against Los Altos. Prior to that, they had lost 5 in a row to Saratoga, Wilcox, the aforementioned Pali, and Los Gatos. Definitely a rather beat-up team, even though they have defeated probably a more talented opponent last week. And that will take us, with just under 8 minutes left in the junior varsity game, to our first stoppage in play in a little while. The score, for those of you who are interested, is 54-50. The Gunn Titans lead the Santa Clara Bruins. We'd just like to thank our sponsor for this one. Pachi's Pizza began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for her fresh, deep dish pizza and genuine hospitality. Today, Pachi's delicious pizza and signature customer experience is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk through the door of Pachi's, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family. Try a Pachi's Pizza today.
Okay, thank you so much for doing that without me having to ask that. Awesome. Yeah, and you're just good at, you say it really well, so thank you.
And as we get ready for the main games tonight, I would just like to thank the entire Media Center sports crew for coming out here tonight to bring you this one, as both teams are going over for a timeout. We have just under 8 minutes left to go until the game will commence, as we bring you to the end of this junior varsity game. The fouls right now are 3 committed by the Titans and 3 committed by the Bruins. The Bruins were trailing big early in this one, but they've made quite a comeback. As we mentioned, Palo Alto has had quite the season thus far, as they're leading many stats up to this point. But to bring you a little bit of the boys' standings, this Gunn team actually leads the El Camino division with an 8-1 league record, closely followed by Saratoga at 10-2, Santa Clara 7-4, Monte Vista at 5-6, Cupertino at 5-6, Mountain View at 1-8, and Lynbrook at 1-10. For Gunn, they've had nearly a 90% win percentage this year, although not quite, as it's been just over 88%. Gunn is going to come into this one with a win streak of 3 in a row. Certainly a very hot team. Although Santa Clara can match that, also having 3 wins of their own and only trailing the Titans by 2 games. So this is a big one for Santa Clara if they want to stay in the race late in the season. Some players to watch for Santa Clara in this one. Jaron Washington and Malik Washington have been pretty productive this season, and they'll certainly look to be a big part of the game today. And to bring you back to the girls' game, that will begin a little bit. These two teams have met before this season. That one came away with a fairly convincing Pally win, although the score was a little bit deceptive as Gunn played Pally pretty tight up until late in the game. But ultimately, Pally's talent was just too much to overcome, as that is often what has happened so far for this Pally team. In the past few weeks, they haven't really been as dominant as they would like to have been, especially against some subpar opponents, including Wilcox. However, what ultimately has wound up happening is that, as sloppy as they have been, they're talented enough to get away with it. And that's what separates a good team from a bad team. All teams have talent. All teams can win when they play a good game, but it's really, can you win when you play a bad game? And that's what we've seen from Palo Alto this season. They've won even when they've played bad games. And they're certainly going to look to do that again tonight, although maybe without the bad game part. As we have just under 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this junior varsity game, we please ask that you stay with us for the next few minutes. I'll be speaking to you again in a couple, when the warm-ups begin. Thank you. As that will tie the game.
I believe it's 15 minutes that they're going to have for warm-up. So about 5 minutes.
And it looks like we might see a repeat of the last play here as Santa Clara is poised to score. Once again, you're watching the Gunn versus Santa Clara Junior Varsity game. The varsity game will be coming on in a little while. We please ask that you stay with us. Once again, I'm Alex Ross, here with Media Center Sports. Once again, the game will be coming on at, the varsity game will be coming on at 7 o'clock. junior varsity game. As you're now watching warm-ups, get ready for the boys game between the Gunn Titans and the Santa Clara Bruins. And we will be bringing you the game in just about 20 minutes to game time. I'm Alex Ross, along with Media Center Sports, bringing you today's girls and boys basketball games. As that will, well, some other team members are going up and taking some shots.
Read what's on the TV.
You or your business can become a game night sponsor. Be seen in up to 30,000 homes. Just contact the Media Center at 650-494-8686. Media Center. As it is senior night, both teams will now go in, well, Gunn players will now be introduced for the seniors. We hope you'll stick with us and watch this ceremony, as it is the last home game of the year for the Titans.
Going on. Alex, awesome. Go back. I believe we're going to turn down your microphone and turn up the ambient.
As some costumed fans come out onto the center court.
Next up, Sherrod Miller.
This is Sherrod Miller.
All right, Noah Riley, come on up.
Next out there, it looks like it's going to be Jonathan Davis. Pardon me, Noah Riley.
Up next, Louis Porter.
Now making his way out there will be Lucas Dorward.
Noah Steinbrenner, down up.
That's Noah Steinbrenner making his way out to center court with his family.
David Lee Heinrich.
see David Lee Heinrich and his brother Jeffrey Lee Heinrich.
And lastly, Chris Russell.
That is Chris Russell.
Our announcer, Ethan Gordon. Celebrating with Ethan this evening, Sharon and Michael, parents, and that is Noah, also a Gunn student. Ethan has been the voice of boys Gunn basketball since he arrived, sit there, since he arrived on campus from JLS. He's very conscientious, very dedicated, supported the program, the team, and each of the athletes. He did a superb job. One thing about Ethan, he has extended the tradition at Gunn in our 17th year of having a student announce boys basketball at Gunn. And he's done an excellent job. Thank you very much, Ethan. Ethan plans to major in journalism in college to develop his skills. His career objective is to become a writer. So Ethan, thank you for your contribution. Gunn is proud of you, and we thank you for all you've done for the sports program. Ethan Gordon.
Okay, so we have replays of the Jamie game.
Right. First, let's meet the visitors. A 5'6" senior, number 3, Alberto Arana.
'Clara also sporting some seniors here.
A 5'10" senior, number 5, Aiden Jordan. A 5'8" senior, number 10, Washington. And now, your Gunn Titan. First up at the guard position, number 40, Stephanie Jensen. At the other guard position, number 45, Noah Wright. Starting at forward, let's hear it, number 30, Noah Snyder. Give it up for and lastly, at the center position, a 3-year varsity member in 2014 first team all-league selection, Facebook for the 3C Russell.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. Very static and very loud. And that looks like will bring us to game time here, as 8 minutes we put on the clock as we get ready to start the first quarter of this one between the Gunn Titans and the Santa Clara Bruins. Both these teams heading out to take center court. They prepare for the tip-off that will start what is sure to be an exciting game here on a very warm Friday night in Palo Alto. And that one's tipped off. And that one's grabbed by Vinay Narayana. That one to Fails. To Washington. Dished off there. Pass back. And that shot is taken by Narayanam. And missed off the rim. That one rebounded by number 40, Stephen Jensen. That one carried up by Chris Russell. Russell passes it. And that one is almost lost there by Noah Riley, but not lost. And back to Riley. Back to Russell. To Jensen. And the shot taken there, and no good from Steven Jensen. This one's passed back, and a beautiful shot will be taken by Aiden Jardon. But it will be no good on the three-point attempt. And this one will be brought up by Gunn. That time, that was Chris Russell. Passed off, passed back. Trying to drive it inside, and the shot, it is good from David Lee Heidenreich. That one gonna be carried on by Ben Fails. Back to Anya. And that will be to Narayanam. And the shot there is good from Ben Fails. This one's going to be brought up for Gunn by number 20, Chris Russell. Russell driving, Russell with the shot, and Russell showing some strength there as he puts it in from the inside. A little bit of sloppy pass there to Narayanam, but it gets it done. Pass back, driven, and no good that time from Jaron Washington. Pass back. And that time, Ben Fails, really nice coverage there by Gunn. But Arana is found. Arana dishes it, and the layup is no good that time for Ben Fails. A little bit of contact there, but nothing called. And David Lee Heidenreich appears to be fouled there, and that will be a shooting foul. And that will put Lee Heidenreich on the line. That one's beautiful from Heidenreich. And it's 5-2. Gunn leads. And Heidenreich makes it 2, and it goes to 6-2. Gunn has a 4-point lead. Just over 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. That one dished off. Pass to the inside. That one caught by Washington. Washington with the pass. Jaron Washington puts that one through. That one's going to be brought around the outside. Pass back to Gill. Gill with the shot that time, no good. And Gill hits the padding just behind Chandre Smith. That one dished off. That one passed to Narayanam. Narayanam passed it back to Fails. Fails dish it out to Narayanam. And that one is deflected off the hands of Noah Steinbrenner. Nice job breaking that one up. And Gunn will go back on the offensive. Alex Gill will try to do that. And you can see a replay of that one. Great job there as David Lee Heidenreich puts that one right through the net. And that one goes right off the shin of Stefan Jensen. Coming into the game for Gunn will be Jonathan Davis. Checking out will be the aforementioned Jensen. This one will be inbounded to Ben Fails. Fails around the outside. Fails passes it off. And the shot. Beautiful shot that time there from Narayanam. Oh, and passed off to all of it. And that time, no good from Chris Russell. Long shot there. Pass to Narayanam. Narayanam driving and a lot of contact there by Heidenreich. And that one will indeed be on David Lee Heidenreich. That one is good, and our score is 8-8. Even match here. And that one goes right through, and it's 9-8. Santa Clara leads. That one passed back, a little bit of speed play there by Lee Heidenreich. And Lee Heidenreich puts it through. And it's 10-9. And it's 10-9, Gunn leads. As you can see, great job there by Lee Heidenreich putting that one in. And the crowd loves it. A lot of excitement in the air here. You almost feel a buzz going around the arena. So you can see a little bit of excitement there as the pirate thing hits the dust. A lot of excitement here from over on the Gunn sideline. A lot of Gunn fans made their way to this one tonight.
Testing.
And it's 10-9, Gunn.
Testing, God, Mike, testing.
And this one will be shot by Narayanam. right off the rim from Narayanam. And Narayanam puts that one through, and the game is all tied up once again. 10-10. That one to be carried up by Davis. Lee Heidenreich trying to get open on the wing, but Davis will take the shot. And it's 12-10. Gunn leads. A lot of fans in attendance here. That one to Narayanam. Narayanam with the three, and it's no good. This one will be carried up for Gunn by Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich. And pass to Lee Heidenreich. And the shot, no good from Jonathan Davis. And that one will go off the rim. The shot taken by Chandre Smith. The Lee Heidenreich brothers look to make stuff happen again. And no good that time on the shots by Ben Fales. Pardon me, by Alex Gill and Andre Augustine. And David Lee Heidenreich is going to go up to the line. His team leading by 2. And Lee Heidenreich puts it through. And no good that time from Lee Heidenreich. Oh, and passed off to Fales. To Milos Novakovic, and Novakovic will not put it through. And it's 13-10. Gunn keeps their lead. And now carrying this one on up for Gunn will be Jonathan Davis. Davis passed it off. Pass back. And that shot will be taken by Lee Heidenreich, and no good. And Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich finishes up what his brother started, and it goes 15-10. Gunn leads. And inbounding this one for Gunn will be Alex Gill. Gill passes that one into Jonathan Davis. Davis brings it across center court. Davis brings it to the outside to Lee Heidenreich. Passed off the other Lee Heidenreich. Gill with it. Lee Heidenreich passed it off. Jonathan Davis. Davis passes to Lee Heidenreich. And Lee Heidenreich puts it through. And it's 17-10. Both Lee Heidenreich showing up tonight. And that one's beautiful layup from Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich. That one's passed off. And Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich playing some solid D there. Up there to Jonathan Davis. Little bit of contact there. The Gunn students don't like it. Coming into the game for Santa Clara will be Alberto Arano. Checking on out of this one will be Chandre Smith. And it's 17-10. How Gunn leads. Serious defense there. And that one sent out of bounds by Alex Gill, but great job almost stealing that one. And it looks like Santa Clara might just take this to the end of the quarter. But no, it's intercepted that time to Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich. And that'll make it 21-10. The Heidenreich brothers have combined for a dynamic Gunn offense as they hold a 9-point lead. That one's stolen again. And Lee Heidenreich can't quite get it, and so he jumps up onto the boards. And with 1.4 seconds, not much can be expected in the final seconds here. And it looks like we'll go to the end of the first quarter at the score 19-10. Gunn leads. And indeed, we will.
That's in the first quarter, the score, Gunn 19.
And as that brings us to the end of the quarter, I would now like to read a short little message brought to you by Pachi's Pizza. Pachi's began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for her fresh deep dish pizza and genuine hospitality. Today, Pachi's delicious pizza and signature customer experience is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk through the door of Pachi's, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family, enjoy a Pachi's pizza today.
Testing. By the way, that was awesome. I didn't even have to probe to you. Ready, 3, 2, 3. And you did the little ad. It was beautiful.
And we have 8 minutes on the game clock for the quarter as the second quarter is just beginning with the Titans leading 19-10 over the Bruins. The Titans haven't committed 3 team fouls, the Bruins 2. Definitely a pretty even match so far in everything but the score. And carrying this one is Jonathan Davis. Davis passed it off to Lee Heidenreich. To Sott. To Davis. And that one's almost stolen, but Davis keeps it. Davis passed it off to Lee Heidenreich. Lee Heidenreich, no good. Davis, no good. And Chris Russell finishes, and it's 21-10. Gunn leads. You can see Lee Heidenreich picks it up off the floor, no good. And then Russell just finishes that one right there on the after the initial shot by Jonathan Davis. Gunn coach Brandon Williams probably pretty happy about that one. And carrying that one on up will be Chris Russell. Russell passes it. And that shot's no good from Davis. And that one's going to be carried back across by Ben Fales, one of the captains of this Santa Clara team, to the hands of Ricky Olvera. Back to Milos Novakovic. That one's going to be held for a little while before going to Jalen Washington. Washington with the shot. No good off the backboard. Rebounding that one will be number 10, Alex Gill. Now holding that one is Chris Russell. Russell picks it up off the floor that time, and Russell with the shot. No good. And a really long pass there up the wing to Victor Vinay Narayananam, but it's good. That one's held for a moment there. Little indecisiveness, and Milos Novakovic, no good. That one to Ben Fales. And we've got a call here. And that will be a stoppage in play. That will be a timeout for the Bruins. For those of you just joining us, I'm Alex Ross, here with MC Sports, bringing you tonight's game between the Gunn Titans boys basketball varsity team and the Santa Clara Bruins boys basketball team, of course the varsity team. And coming up after this will be the girls' game, except instead of Santa Clara, Gunn will be taking on Palo Alto. And that will bring us to the end of that timeout. And this one will be brought in by Sherrod Miller. Passed off to Tim Sun. Sun passes it. Alex Gill almost gets it stolen, not quite. That went to Lee Heidenreich. And that one passed up. Lee Heidenreich with the shot, and no good. And 21-10, Gunn leads. That one looks like it will be a foul, not a shooting foul, however. Tim Sun will be throwing that one in. Passed off. That time Sherrod Miller unable to bring it in. And bring that one off the outside is Alex Gill. Alex Gill just outside the arc. Gill sees an opening, can't quite get it. And that one is overshot quite badly that time by Jordan McGilvery. In the hands of Fales. Fales passes it to Olvera, to McGilvery. To Washington. Washington with the shot. And it's good. And a little bit of slipping action going there, but Tim Sun's able to hang on to it. Alex Gill, no good. But Gill is fouled, and that looks like it will be a shooting foul. Going up to the line there will be Alex Gill. The shot from Gill, and misses badly off the left side. And now coming in to this game is number 20, Chris Russell. Checking on out for Gunn is Jeffrey Heidenreich. As that one is made, it's 22-10. Gunn now has a 10-point lead. That one's currently possessed by Fales and almost turned over there, but Jaron Washington comes down with it. Back to Fales, to Washington, to Fales again. Fales with the three-pointer, and it's good. And it's 22-15. Gunn leads this one by 7. This one brought back across the middle, and Tim Sun can't quite get that one to go in. And a long pass to Jaron Washington. Oh, and Washington gets denied by Alex Gill. That was one mighty fine defensive effort, if I do say so myself. In fact, probably the best one we've seen tonight. Probably will see. This one will be tossed in by Ben Fales. And Fales passes that one on up to Narayanam. Back to Fales. Fales clearly trying to get some attention there. And to Jaron Washington. Some nice defense being played by Gunn. That one to Narayanam, and looks like he'll be fouled on that one.
Tennis foul charge for 50, Sherrod Miller. That's his first personal foul. 14th foul.
And now coming on up to the line will be Vinay Narayanam. And that free throw is made beautifully by Narayanam. And it's 22-16. Gunn leads now by 6. Narayanam with that one, and it's good. That time going off the front of the rim, but still managing to find its way in. And Tim Sun now carrying the basketball across center court. That one passed off to Sherrod Miller. Pass back. And it looks like there was a little bit of contact there by Ricky Olvera. Santa Clara clearly not happy with that call. And bringing this one in will be Chris Russell for Gunn. That one passed up to Jonathan Davis. Davis to Russell. That one to Gill. Gill with the shot, no good. And that one is passed off to Aiden Jardon. Jardon to Washington. To Jardon. Jardon being played extremely tight there by Jonathan Davis. Now with that one is Ricky Olvera. And they will miss the shot that time as the shot clock was just winding down. And this one will be carried for Gunn by number 15, Jonathan Davis. That one passed off. Slipped back along the outside of the arc. That went to Olvera. And the shot by Lee Heidenreich is good. And it's now 24-17, a 7-point lead for the Titans. And the buzzer will sound there. And checking out for Santa Clara, that will be Jordan McGilvery. Bringing this one across center court will be Jonathan Davis. Davis passed it off. That one will be Heidenreich. To Gill, no. And that shot is made by Jonathan Davis as he is fouled on that one. And it's 26-17 for Gunn as they have a chance to make it 10 here. And the shot, beautiful that time from Jonathan Davis, and it's 27-17, 10-point lead for Gunn. Some nice defense being played there on Alberto Arana. Narayanam. And that's Aiden Jardin there. And that shot is no good from Narayanam. And that shot is made, and it's 29-17, Gunn leads. And the shot that time off the backboard from
Talk
Fence.
about the replays when we do them. We're showing them for a reason.
And that'll be a bit of a squabble on the floor there. And we inbounded to Narayanam. Passed off to Washington. And that shot taken that time by Narayanam. Bring it across center court, that's Russell. Russell to Lee Heidenreich, and Lee Heidenreich makes it. And it's 31-17, Gunn leads. As time is slipping away here with 50 seconds remaining. And that shot is going to be taken and missed. As bring that one back across is going to be Chris Russell for Gunn. And once again, stellar defense that time by Alex Gill. And that one is made as the Titans have a 33-17 lead. A lead of 16 points. That one to Washington. Washington trying to find a man. And that one will slip out of bounds. As a nice effort there, but Arana not quite able to corral it. Inbounding this one for Gunn will be David Lee Kleidenreich. And the shot that time, the buzzer beater, very close, but no cigar for Chris Russell. And that brings us to the end of the first half with Gunn possessing a 16-point lead over Santa Clara, as both teams are now heading into their respective locker rooms. Once again, for those of you just joining us, I'm Alex Ross, here with MC Sports, bringing you tonight's game between the Gunn Titans and the Santa Clara Bruins. It is now halftime, and I'll be, as we get ready for today's halftime entertainment, I'll be speaking to you again in a few moments as we get closer to game time. And the score in this one is 36-19. Gunn leads. And the Bruins have put up a reasonably good fight in this one, but it just hasn't been enough, as Gunn has really shown a lot of talent, led by the Lee Heidenreich brothers. And that one to Aiden Jardon. Pass back to Fales. And that one is passed off the outside. And right on through that time by Alex Gill. Narayan Aman. Fails. Jordan. Fails. Jordan. Washington. But Washington appears got fouled on that one. And that will indeed be a foul that will go against the Titans. And the Bruins will pass that one in to Aiden Jardin. Jardin being played quite tight by this Gunn defense. Alex Gill over there. And no foul. Oh. And no foul called there. Although Vinay Narayanaman made quite a fall back to the ground after that attempted shot. And that one's passed off the right side. And that one's back to Gill. That one to Russell. To Davis. And Russell just misses that one. Chris Russell not quite getting it done. And Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich gets a touch there. Alex Gill, who's made some amazing defensive efforts tonight, is denied that time. As that one is no good. And that shot is taken, and it will just go off the rim. And that one will be shot. And Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich can't quite finish that time. That one's passed back to Narayanam. Time to Davis. That one's inbounded, and it goes right off the hands of Ben Fales, pardon me. So an inbound, it's the left side. Jonathan Davis will take it just beyond the arc. That one passed off. And just making the save there that time is Chris Russell. And the shot is up and no good from Alex Gill. Oh, and pass back outside the arc. Back to the inside. Gill saves it. And Lee Heidenreich can't quite get it done, although that was an excellent job by Alex Gill. Making a lot of big plays when they're needed for Gunn tonight. That one's passed in to Ben Fales. Fales will carry it across center court. That one passed off. That one to Narayanam. To McGilvery. To Washington. Washington, no good. And the score on this one is 40-19. That will be a 21-point lead for Gunn with a 40-19 score. That one to be carried around the outside. Russell passes it off to Davis. Davis passes it over to Gill. Davis. Davis with the shot. No good. Heidenreich gets the rebound that time. And inbounding this one For the Bruins will be number 24, Milos Novakovic. Novakovic sends that one into Fails. Fails brings it right across the center court G over to Washington. Washington dishes it out, and the three-point attempt missed off the left side by Milos Novakovic. And Chris Russell finishes that time. Alex Gill passes it to Jeffrey Lee Heidenreich. And then all the way back to Jeffrey Wilson, who sends it out of bounds. This one will be brought back across center court by Jonathan Davis. That one's dished out to Russell, and Russell hits the three and make it 45-19. Alex Gill will take that across. You can see the nice new scoreboard here at the Gunn Gym. That one is held by Gill, and Gill's pass is intercepted. Gill puts it through. And just like that, it's 47-19, Gunn leads. That one will go off the backboard. And this one will be carried up by Jonathan Davis for Gunn. Pass to Alex Gill. And that time the shot is made by Chris Russell. Beautiful shot that time. And the score is now 50-19. That is now a 31-point lead for the Titans. That one's dished off to Fails. And that time, Tim Sun can't quite get it without committing the foul. And now, Gunn will try to overcome that one, as they have committed 5 team fouls in the half to only 1 committed by Santa Clara. And that'll be a timeout called by Santa Clara.
We're gonna do replays of the blocks.
And going back to what Alex Gill did earlier in the game today, you can see bringing that one on up was Aiden Jardin on the breakaway, and Alex Gill just denies him there, getting the fingertips on that ball as it was leaving Jardin's hands.
One more coming up.
And as if that wasn't enough, he did it twice. As you can see, here's the second one. This shot being taken, and Gill just knocks it right out of the hands of Jeffrey Wilson. Wilson in disbelief that he did it twice. And inbounding this one will be number 22, Jordan McGilvery. That one brought... And we have just under a minute to go in this third quarter of play here between the Gunn Titans and the Santa Clara Bruins. For those of you just joining us, I'm Alex Ross, here with MC Sports live from the Gunn Gym. Coming up after this one will be the girls' game between the Gunn Titans and the Palo Alto Vikings. But in the meantime, that one is made by number 12.
Let's mention Pachi's here. Next break.
And Fails got that one. And off the rim, that one rebounded by Jordan McGilvery. And that one will be carried up by number 12. Passed off McGilvery. And no good on the shot from Milos Novakovic. Oh! An amazing shot there made by number 20, Chris Russell from half court. Unfortunately, not good for anything, but beautiful skill there. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The score 50-21. Gunn leads.
The replay of the spin, just saying.
And as you can see, bringing that one to the inside is Gill. And just beautifully pushed up that time by Jonathan Davis.
And next time you might want to mention that it's a replay.
And as the costume contest continues here at Gunn, we'd just like to bring you a word from our sponsor, Patchy's Pizza. Patchy's began in the summer of 2004 in Palo Alto with an expert pizza maker with a passion for her fresh deep dish pizza and genuine hospitality. Today, Patchy's delicious pizza and signature customer experience is a neighborhood favorite. When you walk through the door of Patchy's, you're in for a treat. When you sit down at our table, your family. Try a Patchy's pizza today. And that one is shot, and no good that time. Off the hands of Ricky Olvera. This one will be brought up for Gunn by Jonathan Davis. Davis brings it. Davis fakes the pass and then makes the pass off to Noah Steinbrenner. And McGilvery will be bringing this one in. McGilvery passed that one in. And the shot is that one is good. And that one is just off the basket. And McGilvery will be once again bringing this one in. McGilvery passes it in to number 12. And bring it to the outside. And almost stolen there. Excellent defense being played by Jonathan Davis. Davis continuing. Davis steals it, but just can't quite corral it as the ball goes out of bounds. And that will be number 12 taking the shot as the Titans lead the Bruins 50-23. And the crowd here is just losing it with excitement. Lots of noise being produced here at the Gunn Gym. And that one to Jonathan Davis. To Russell. Russell passes it off to Davis. Davis the shot. And it's no good. To Lee Heydrich. The shot. And that one is made by Stefan Jensen. And carrying that one across half court is number 12. That one to McGilvery. McGilvery passes it off to Jaron Washington. And that one will be passed off once again. Still now will be Lee Heidenreich. And that shot taken. And Chris Russell makes that one. as Gunn is blasting off here. And that shot taken. And that'll be a foul that time. And taking some free throws. This time will be Jaron Washington. Washington puts it off the rim. And this Washington with the second of his free throws, and it's good. And the lead is cut to 31 points. Checking into this one for Santa Clara will be Malik Washington. Oh, Malik Washington shoving Stephen Jensen to the ground. Almost like a body check that time. That one passed in. And Anthony Hu makes that one. The score is 55-24. Gunn leads. That'll be passed in. And this one shot will be taken by Washington. No! Nice little move there by Sherrod Miller to duck down once he got that one. And that one is good from Noah Steinbrenner. But this one now is number 12. Passed up to Aiden Jordana. To Lav Jovanovic. The shot will be taken by Lav Jovanovic. No good. To Washington, Malik Washington, not able to use his strength to get that one in. And that one to Anthony Hu. To Sherrod Miller. Sherrod puts it through. On to Malik Washington. Washington inbounds it to number 12. And that one will be dished off to Aiden Jordan. That one to Jovanovic.
Okay.
Jovanovic to Washington.
I think I'm
And the
sure
shot,
it's
no
Gunn,
good.
not Jordan. So let's
And bringing this one up now will be Stephen Jensen. The shot, no good. And that one is drilled that time. That one carried back across center court. That one in the hands of Aiden Jardone. That looks like Gunn will be called for moving screen that time. That's their 10th foul of the half. And that one is going to be brought up by Stefan Jensen. Jensen dishes it out. And Anthony Hu loses that one to Alberto Arana. As Gunn leads by 33 in a blowout game here, 59-26. Coming up the line is Alberto Arana. Arana with the shot, and it's good. Not pretty, but it's in.
I think we should be a little more complimentary here. That's probably not a good thing to say. It's not pretty. Just, yeah.
And it's no good. And Malik Washington just smashed into that time as he hits the deck. And that shot is no good that time from Malik Washington. Washington with the shot, no good off the left side of the rim. And that will bring us to a stoppage in play with 2:46 remaining in the fourth quarter of this game. That one passed off to Heriberto Vargas. And that one goes out of bounds. That one's passed in. Passed back. And missed that time by Lav Jovanovic. And Jaron Washington puts that one through. So we have just over 2 minutes remaining. Here's a replay of that one. As you can see, Jovanovic with the jumper. Not quite. And then Washington just puts it through. And inbounding that one is Malik Washington, the other Washington on this team. And that one to Lav Jovanovic to Washington. And that was shot by Arana, no good. That one by Rohit Sampathy. Passed back. And Stefan Jensen's got that ball. The shot will be taken, and it's no good. And Chandre Smith off the rim on the behind the head shot. And we have 1:09 remaining in the fourth quarter of this one. That one is passed in to number 14, Lav Jovanovic. Carried by Chandre Smith. To Lav Jovanovic. Jovanovic dishes it to Washington. Washington to Arana. Arana passes it back. And Chandre Smith with the shot. No good off the backboard. As we have just over 30 seconds remaining. in the fourth quarter of senior night here at Palo Alto. Just a reminder, there's another game coming up in this one between the girls teams of the Gunn Titans and the Palo Alto Vikings. Now it's dished off. And bringing that one around the outside will be Roberto Vargas to Steinbrenner. And that'll end the game as costumed students storm the court. And that'll bring us to the end of this one. Final score, 59-29. Titans beat the Bruins. 10 fouls committed by the Titans, 3 by the Bruins. Once again, I'm Alex Ross here at MC Sports.